As Kathleen Kennedy's final epic disaster approaches theaters, shill media is the thing to watch. I mean, it is a thing of beauty. Why? Because of pictures like you see in front of you. Notice here that Kylo Ren is ending someone with a lightsaber. I mean, he's ending someone. He's so determined. Ooh, angsty baby. The thing that they're pointing you at, though, isn't him. And would you have ever have thought that possible? Oh, people are being knocked out with lightsabers? Let's ignore that. What should we look at? The little yellow blast behind you. Why? Because of possible Mandalorian connections. That's what we want. Says something, doesn't it? So hey there. So today I want to return to that wonderful world of trash fires. And it's a trash fire that you can see from space. Now it's interesting to laugh at too. It's interesting to look at because we're not being told to focus on the hundreds of millions of dollar project. No, we're being told to focus and hope for Mandalorian. Maybe you'll get some Baby Yoda. Maybe you'll get some Mandalorians. Who knows what you might get in that grab bag. Now before we get into this epic shilling, if you like this kind of content, well, help us get our interactions up. Help an umbrella out. That means subscribing. That means sharing videos, but also just commenting and liking things. On this platform, that means so much, and thank you in advance. Also, if you want to help us send a message, you really want to say, hey, Disney, aka Marvel, we can defy you. We don't have to lockstep and capitulate. Check out our comic book. It's in the links as well. It has less than a week to go, and when it's over, it's over. It has been a raging success. I have to thank you all for that as well. And yeah, thank you for listening to my spiel. So, new Star Wars 9 trailer reveals a shocking Mandalorian connection. Again, what's that connection? Tiny little bold right there. The Mandalorian could play a key role in Rise of Skywalker. Now, right away, Inverse starts out by making fun of the new movie. I mean, look at this here. They point you out to this picture, and they say the following. The Skywalker saga comes to an end in just under a month, but Lucasfilms is still releasing new trailers for Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. The new features a few incredible moments, including the Knights of Ren looking like a 90s boy band, but the most revealing shot is a single blink or you'll miss it laser blast that could reveal how Disney Plus series The Mandalorian could connect to the Rise of Skywalker in an unexpected way. So they're calling this a 90s boy band shot. And you know what? I'll never be able to look away from this and think anything but, again, this is shill media going after these products, just like they went after Kathleen Kennedy. I mean, it's been an amazing thing to see because they've never done that. It says they're expecting something bad to happen in some ways. Either that or they're saying, hey, we're one of you kids. We're one of you indeed. So jokes aside, the new Episode 9 trailer is pretty wild. It features new footage of Ren and Kylo's big fight, an incredible shot of a stormtrooper launching themselves into the air from what looks like a speeder bike, but the biggest spoiler could be a single laser blaster bolt in the background of a scene featuring Kylo Ren. Now, you remember when we had The Force Awakens and there was a certain stormtrooper that came in, they actually throw down. People were talking about how cool it looked, but it never actually meant anything. That's what that sounds like to me with that stormtrooper, by the way. Oh, look, it's going to be aesthetically pleasing, but you know what? It's going to mean absolutely nothing. Fun time. So a single laser blast. You can see it here. We see Kylo for a moment just after he slices his red lightsaber through some poor creature as he raises his free hand to do some Force-related attack. So they tell you this too. I mean, really think about what they're saying to ignore there. But if you look behind Kylo, you'll see a distinctly yellow laser blast fly across the screen in the opposite direction of a more familiar red blast. So you can see this. Like I said, ignore all of this stuff. Ignore any carnage. Focus on the yellow blast. Why does it matter? Well, yellow laser blasts are pretty rare in the Star Wars galaxy. Mostly you get red, green, and blue. As one fan pointed out on Reddit, yellow laser blasts are normally associated with Mandalorians. The popular Star Wars Wikipedia confirms as such, citing the canon reference book Star Wars Super Graphic, a visual guide to a galaxy far, far away as evidence. Now you have to ask yourself in this, though, Mr. Lens Flare being associated with something. Do you think he went to that level? Do you think that he's going to that George Lucas level of, say, fan interaction? Or do you think he said, you know what would be cool here? Prettier laser blasts. Ooh, we need some prettier ones indeed. So it seems that Rise of Skywalker could feature a showdown between Kylo Ren's forces and a group of Mandalorians, or at the very least, one Mandalorian working with the good guys. Are there good guys in this? Because all I notice are detestable people fighting whiny, detestable people normally. Unless we get the Emperor in, and then of course he gets that backbreaker put on him by God, I just don't even want to think about that. Now, of course, there's no guarantee this is the same Mandalorian who stars in the Disney Plus show. After all, he'd be pretty old by episode 9, which takes place about 30 years after The Mandalorian. But hey, we won't rule that out. And if that goes on then Baby Yoda can't be that far behind, right? So like I said, you look at what they try to shoehorn in here. They try to take the excitement of Mandalorian. They try to take the buzz with Baby Yoda, and they try to shoehorn it into a movie that, well, nobody's excited about. In fact, Hasbro, they seem to be pointing out the indications that it might be a failing brand. Hopefully, that Baby Yoda will actually sell and pick up things, but you can see them admitting that this stuff, it not only isn't expected to work very well, but it is probably one of the things that helped out with Toys R Us's failure. You have Shill Media admitting this stuff. You also have other articles out there taking shots at Kathleen Kennedy, telling us nobody's excited about that. So again, if you want to go in, if you're paid to go in and say this is going to be a good product, how do you do it? You do it with Baby Yoda. You do it with the Mandalorian. You don't do it with this guy, even if he's doing things like this. That doesn't make me feel good about that. Does it you? Do you think that this could be good? But anyway, you tell me what you think about this. I mean, when you see this move for misdirection, are they just trying to create articles, or is it something a little bit more nefarious? See, for me, I look at it from an advertising perspective, because I've always been interested in industrial psychology, how to push consumers, and this kind of stuff, it is the way that you try to market failure. You try to market with misdirection. But anyway, you tell me what you see in that, and thanks ahead of time. So, ending this, I want to thank you for showing up. I want to thank you for participating. I end every video by saying that, because companies like this, they forgot that point. They forgot the people who empower endeavors, it's not them. Nobody shows up to actually listen to their egos or listen to their plot-pointed stories. They show up because they want to know something about a product, and well, you better make it good. Are you not entertained, as the Gladiator says? In that, too, if you do like this, like I said, with interactions, if you'd help us pull those up, that would definitely help. It's been really good lately. I appreciate that. And well, let's take it to a whole new level. Also, we have our book. It's almost out of here. We won't talk about it anymore after that, except to give updates. And I appreciate all of that. And I appreciate you folks. You spend your time, you spend your energy, you invest in these things. And that is not unnoticed. So, appreciate you. We'll be doing this again soon. And thank you.